report said they are. I believe we have
Ralph is still at the mic, and he's encouraging the Stings to get ready to rumble. And I don't know exactly how he pulled that off.
they're trying to jerk the mic from him now, I guess. Dennis, you got some halftime stats?
I do, and I tell you, Ronnie, it's interesting to see. I think the main, one of the main plays, or one of the main statistics to look at, total yardage. Both teams have 158 yards. Both teams equal in yardage. Texas City, and something surprising that you see here, Texas City with 144 yards rushing, and Hayes Consolidated with 64 yards rushing. Here's the funny thing. Hayes Consolidated is a rushing team, right? They're a running team. Well, they have 94 yards of rushing. I mean, of
passing.
Of passing.
94
and they're running.
passing.
Yeah, let me spit it out there.
Yeah, get it out. Yeah, and of course most of that came on that 60-plus yard.
It's a 74-yard pass.
74, okay.
One 74-yard touchdown pass, and so that leaves 20 yards left that they have done a couple other passes. I'm not sure how many other passes they've completed.
You know, one of the things that Rusty talked about was ball control, and the stat that just jumps out at me is total offensive plays. Hayes Consolidated has had the ball for 15 offensive plays. Texas City has had the ball for 34 offensive plays. They've had twice as many offensive plays as Hayes had, and that's working right in the hands of the type of offensive game plan that Texas City wanted to do. It's just what they want to do. They were wanting to spread the defense out. You saw them do the trips as receivers, spread out to spread the defense out, and it did just what they wanted at certain times, giving Irvis that running room. We were up in the press box at halftime. I'll be honest, I was in the press box at halftime to warm up, and it worked. While we were up there, we heard some different guys talking, and some of the folks that are from the San Marcos, Austin area where Hayes Consolidated is in that area. They're from, most of the schools is from the city of Buda, or town of Buda. But anyway, they were talking and says that Hayes has not seen this type of speed all year long.
Wow.
And you guys stick hands if you want to. All right, Texas City, it's your choice. You want the ball, which way you want to defend? Which end? You want to defend this end and kick to the clock? Is that what you're telling me? Put your back over that way. Texas City will receive. Start the second half.
There you have it. Texas City had the choice the second half.
Actually, Ronnie, this is kind of the same way I believe it worked out last week. Texas City has the ball to begin the second half, and then actually the fourth quarter, they'll have the wind at their backs. And I believe that's an advantage.
That's interesting.
It really is.
Yes, I agree. It's an advantage. Folks, while we're waiting to start the second half, we've got some individual stats here.
Just starting out, Ronnie, I know what you're going to say.
Okay.
A key to victory was Irvis being effective. Tell me how many yards rushing he has.
Irvis has 12 attempts for 73 yards.
Nice. That sounds pretty effective for one half of action.
That's exactly right. He's doing exactly what we needed to do. Adrian Daniels has 39 yards on 11 carries, and Desmond Powell has 31 yards on 5 carries. And if you remember, he had a 15 or 20-yard wraparound draw play that was called back from a penalty. But hey, looking good for Hayes. Cobbs has 26 yards rushing. Brandon Justice, the quarterback, 22 yards, and Jean-Claude Cornick, their big rusher that we were so concerned about, the big guy, and still need to be concerned about, has 13 yards rushing first half.
Well, he hasn't carried the ball that much, so he hasn't gotten the call.
No.
And with 15 rushing plays, 15 plays from scrimmage, there hasn't been a whole lot of Hayes has not had the ball very much. One play on the scoring pass. Ryan Mills takes the kickoff and gets ready to roll and slips down at about the 39-yard line.
Texas City will start with pretty decent field position. The Echeverry just kicks the ball on the ground, and Ryan Mills scoops it up like a nice shortstop would, or third baseman. I don't know if he plays baseball or not, but he looked like he could have on that one. So Texas City will start the second half on offense.
Coach Young might want to recruit him after that catch.
There you go. Again, the ball's on the 39-yard line. Andy Casey and Marco Vasquez split to the far side.
We're in the second half, folks. The countdown to the end right here. The pitch to Daniels, and he's going to pick up a nice almost 9 yards on the carry.
He lowered his head and just told Josh Beltry, get out of my way. Beltry went to the ground.
And Adrian never really got a chance to explode on that play, but still was able to pick up 8 yards.
Second down. Call it 2. Ball sitting right there at the 47-yard line, just outside the 47. Desmond in motion.
Oh, got a penalty.
Got a flag. Fake the pitch to Adrian and give the ball on the counter to Desmond, but the motion there, you see preliminary signal is motion going to be called against the Stings. That's going to make it a 2nd and 7.
Before the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
I like it better when they say on the offense, instead of calling names, numbers. You know, that's pro stuff.
Well, you know, if they'd have called it on 76, we wouldn't have known who it was anyway. So.
That's right.
That wasn't on 76, by the way. I'm just making that comment. Second down. Sorry about that. 2nd and 7, did you say?
Yes, I did.
All right. Get to Adrian. Nice hold.
Got the corner to the 50. He's in to the 44-yard line. Nice run. Let's make that the 46. Ray Ramirez, Jermaine Anderson out leading the way on the block.
I tell you what, that time there was a hole to drive a truck through as to give Adrian some nice room.
There you see the replay coming right to you. Finally brought down there by number 12. That's Troy Loudon. 1st and 10. Texas City is in Rebel territory.
They get to Desmond. Desmond still on his feet and meets the whole slew of blue shirts.
He gets it at the 45, won't go down, and gets maybe to the 44 before he's finally brought down.
Give him a little forward progress. He picks up 2.
You know, it looked like Irvis had a little bobbled on the snap exchange there. But if he did, it was a good job of controlling it and getting the handoff to Desmond. Desmond picks up 2. There you see it. Ball's on the 44, 2nd down and 8. Ray Ramirez slid here to the near side.
Ramirez in motion.
Irvis
keeps around the left side. He's going to have some room. He's going to be able to outrun the pursuing number 88.
That's Jeff Pesic. He had a beat on him earlier, but the poor guy just could not catch up.
No, and even
just too quick.
Even the backfield pursuit, Ronnie, had a ways to get over. Irvis dropped back almost 10 yards and had to run 20 yards to pick up that 10 and still get the 1st down. If you understood what I said, he picks up 10.
You know what scares me? I understood. That makes me nervous.
Oh, well.
1st and 10. Ball's at the 35-yard line now for the Stings.
The gift that Desmond Powell breaks loose up the middle.
25 to the 24.
15 yards on the carry, right up the gut.
Boy, I tell you what, a quick opening hole. Hey, that's mine. Nice run. Down, ball's going to be spotted right there. You see it at the 21-yard line. Texas City on the go. This drive started, if you'll recall, at the 39-yard line of the Hayes Consolidated Rebels. Irvis checking out the defense.
The gift to Daniels. He's met in the backfield.
Immediately, but
breaks away.
And still manages to get 3 yards on the carry. I tell you what, he was hit immediately. I believe that was number 87, Michael Lyons, that popped him about 3 yards deep.
All 205 pounds of him.
I tell you what.
And Adrian was able to break loose and head on around the corner.
Going to give him 2 on the pickup. Danny Damian and Andy Casey split to the far side.
That's the short side of the field. Desmond Powell, Adrian Daniels, the 2-back. The delayed give.
Oh, yeah, actually not a wraparound, but it's
read very well, again, by number 87. Michael Lyons.
And Greg DeEcheverry, number 75, right there to help him.
Adrian, as soon as he got the ball, was met immediately, had nowhere to go. And
loss of 5 on the play.
Let's call it 4.
Okay.
Third and 12.
Third and 12.
The ball is on the 23-yard line. Stings have to get it to the 11 for a first down.
Desmond, the lone man in the backfield. Irvis drops back looking for it.
Has some room in the middle. Couple of men to beat. Slips away. Gets to about the 13.
He's finally brought down there by number 15, Rodney Guerrero.
Looks like he's going to be a couple of yards short of the first down, Ronnie.
He is going to be short, but I tell you what, he did a good job. Got the ball in the middle of the field again. Rusty will have a decision here, and coaching staff a decision on.
Do they go, or do they put the ball through the uprights?
It's going to be fourth down and a couple, and I don't see
Jody or Paul coming in the game. Looks like we're going to be going for it.
Adrian Daniels and Everett Rawls come in. Texas City's going for it, folks. Fourth and 2, a long 2, actually. Yeah, the ball's on the 13-yard line. We've got a timeout being signaled.
Timeout, Texas City.
Texas City calls a timeout.
Second half.
We're going to take it with them and be back in a minute to Kyle Field. This is your Stings Sports Network. We're back at Kyle Field. As you see some of the Sting offense, Irvis Hill and company coming back from the sideline. They've talked it over with Coach Dowling and Dykes and the coaching staff. And we're going for it, folks. It's fourth down. 2 to go for the first down. Ball sitting at the 13-yard line.
Fourth down. Going for fourth downs has been gutsy calls today. Quick gutsy calls.
Going for the quick snap.
Quick snap.
To see what happens. They're going to try and draw them off sides. That's what they're doing.
Adrian Daniels.
First down.
The call and the first down.
Looks
nice
good to
play.
me.
Following right behind the block of the left side of the line.
Referee takes a look, looks over at the marker and says, yes, sir.
Tommy O'Connell.
Good job by Tommy.
Mario Carpenter.
Right. As always.
Following also behind the old tight end on that side, Josh Hall. Josh gets out there and lays a little shoulder pad. Adrian picks up 4 and a big first down. I tell you.
Great call by the coaching staff.
Yeah, great call. Are you the one that said kick it?
No.
I didn't think you did. First and 10.
Irvis has got the ball. Nowhere to go, but he bounces off. Still looking for room. Going to try and go nowhere. Just couldn't get away that time. Irvis is going to lose about 5, maybe 6 yards on the play.
Michael Lyons with the big pressure and helped out, of course, by his teammates.
Going to spot the ball at the 18-yard line.
Loss of 8 on the play. Irvis basically runs out of room and tries to make something of it. And falls short that time. Of course, it's always exciting to see Irvis try to do that.
See what?
Because he succeeds more times than not. Ray Ramirez wide to the left. Joe Grant in the slot. There's pressure on Irvis.
He's got some running room. Ray Ramirez has got a block. The 10, the 5.
Oh, it looks like he's going to step out of bounds about the 4-yard. Oh, goodness, guy wants to mark and not to.
He's going to mark that ball at the 6-yard line. It's still going to be a first down.
Excuse me.
City. Yeah. Dennis,
I was a fan and not a commentator. I'm sorry about that, folks. Irvis takes the ball down to the 6-yard line. I could have swore he stepped out at the 4. But the official gives him the mark at the 6. And that's okay.
You know, Irvis was, Ray Ramirez doing a good job of blocking out there. Irvis sat there and just almost stopped at about the 10, giving Ray a chance to which way is he going to block this guy, and then scooted on, got down to the 6-yard line. Must have stepped out of bounds. Looked to us like he went to the 4, but Anyway, it's first and goal. Actually, it's third down. I'm sorry, folks. That's right. I forgot about the big loss.
The penalty, the loss. The give to DeAndre Long. DeAndre with...
That's Marco Vasquez.
Marco Vasquez. And Marco gets back to the line of scrimmage, perhaps picks up a yard.
I was all out of sync there. I was thinking that I was looking at the wrong marker.
Big gain, and I kind of got myself in the same situation. But it brings up fourth down and brings on the field goal unit for Texas City.
You just got me too excited, Dennis, when you start being a fan, man.
Jody Kleinhans to attempt the field goal.
Adrian Acosta to hold. The ball's going to be out at the 13-yard line, 23-yard attempt.
Looks like it
looks good to me. And we've got to leave.
Texas City takes the lead.
With 4 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the third quarter, Texas City takes a 17-14 lead, and we're going to take a break. This is your Stings Sports Network.
Precision Tint and Truck Accessories at number 24 Highway 146 North is locally owned and operated. Stop by and see Paul Manley and his friendly crew for window tinting, truck grills, bed rails, bed liners, running boards and bumpers. Lower your insurance cost with the installation of an anti-theft alarm. Precision Tint also offers complete turnkey installation with any purchase. Get the right look. Stop by Precision Tint and Truck Accessories today.
We're back at Kyle Field, where Texas City has just taken a 17-14 lead on Jody Kleinhand's 23-yard field goal that capped off a 61-yard scoring drive, Dennis.
I tell you, and I know what you want me to lead into, Ronnie. You're talking, the clock reads 4:56 left in this third period. That drive took off the clock, shaved off that clock 7 full minutes. And let's just talk ball control for a second. Exactly. Texas City took the kickoff, the kickoff to open the second half, and have retained possession for 7 minutes.
Against the wind.
Against the wind. And actually, with a couple of setbacks.
Yes.
Loss and a penalty, and still maintains, still is able to come up with points on the board and to take the lead.
Sting fans, I don't believe they've sat down in a long time. Paul Lopez does the high kick again.
This one's going to be out of bounds and draw a flag. There it is. I knew it was coming.
Eventually drew the flag. Ball went out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
Looks like the Rebels are going to go ahead and take this. They'll have about the same position that they've started with on every kickoff.
See what, you just cannot say enough about that drive. Texas City, let's hear from the referee.
Free kick out of bounds by the kicking team. Stevenson takes the ball on the 30-yard line. First down.
There you have it. The Hayes Consolidated Rebels will start doing business at the 30-yard line. See if we can't shut this offense down some more. This is Hayes' first chance at the ball on offense in the second half. Brandon Justice pitches to number 20. That's Derek Cobb, and he picks up a good 10, 15 yards, 14 yards on the carry.
Nice job of running by Cobbs. Joe Grant meets him at the corner, and Cobbs doesn't even phase him. Like rolls right over.
Like he never even knew Joe was there. I believe Joe had a nose that Cobb was there for a minute. First down for the Rebels. They were back up to the line after a quick huddle.
15-yard gain by Cobbs. Justice with the play call. Gives to the big man, 42. Cornick. And Cornick picks up 18.
Jermaine Anderson and Marco Vasquez finally bring him down. But again, not before another first down is picked up by the Rebels. In 2 plays, they have moved the ball down the field. 32 yards in 2 plays. Ball sitting at the 38-yard line of the Stings.
Overload line on the right side. It goes to the keeper. Justice keeps around the left side. He's got some room.
10. He's brought down. Tyrone Jones.
Tyrone Jones with a nice pursuit.
From behind, they're going to mark the ball down at the 2-yard line. Tell you what, they do a good job of hiding the handoffs and just do it over. Just a good job of running the ball. like we knew they did. There you see some of the concerned Sting fans right there.
36 yards on that quarterback keeper. Alone back is Cornick, and he gets the call. He's met at the corner by Jermaine Anderson, and
he's going to lose a yard.
There's only one Sting left standing, not in on the tackle, after it's all said and done. And looks like it's going to be a loss of 1. We'll see where they mark him. Going to probably give him forward progress.
Well, talk about a defense having to tighten up.
Oh, man, I tell you.
It's time. Justice under center, takes the snap. Keeps, still got the ball.
The pitch, no one's there. It'll be an easy walk for that number 34.
Josh Veltri walks in from 2 and puts Hayes back on top, 20-17, with the extra point attempt to come.
Ronette drive took 5 plays, runs a 15-17, 36-2, and 2.
And took what, a minute and a half?
Texas did.
Almost 2 minutes. Not quite 2 minutes off the clock.
Well, actually a minute and 34 seconds.
Very good. Good job. So you see coming back, the extra point attempt. Gabe Reyna will attempt the extra point. High snap.
It's a fake, and it's covered if we can get to him.
Oh,
actually, the receiver slips away.
There's a flag in the end zone. Don't know what that's going to be. Don't know what the flag's going to be. Ineligible receiver downfield.
That's a
call
sweet call
from the referee.
Which means
that's the preliminary signal. They made the extra point, so I believe we're going to make them try it again. Let's hear the call from the official.
Ineligible downfield. Number 61, blue. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the try.
We'll try it again, this time from the 8-yard line. And Veltri will put the ball down again for the extra point attempt. Snaps back, kicks up.
And bounce off the pole.
It is no good.
Another flag on the play.
We'll hold it here.
It's possibly.
It's going to be, the call is going to be holding as the preliminary signal against Texas City. So we're going to try it again. Oh my. We'll hear it here from the official.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker by the defense. Half the distance. Retry.
Well, there you heard it. It wasn't holding. I didn't get to figure out how the defense would be holding on that play. Personal foul, roughing the kicker.
The ball is still on the, actually placed on the 4-yard line.
Half a distance.
And we'll see. We're seeing pretty well most of the tricks in Hayes Consolidated bag tonight.
So for the 3rd time, we'll try this
going
extra
for it the
point.
3rd time. See if the Stings can go.
High snap,
on hold.
it down.
This one's through.
And for the 3rd attempt is good. So with 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, Hayes Consolidated has scored and make it 21-17. This is your Stings Sports Network.
Tribbles Advertising is the place to come for all of your personal and business advertising needs. Stop in and talk to the experts, Steve and Kim Barassa, and let them put your logo on any type of advertising media. Tribbles Advertising uses only the highest quality shirts and hats for its embroidery and transfer work. Remember, Tribbles Advertising, locally owned and operated and ready to serve you today.
Well, we're back. Hayes Consolidated has just scored. Boy, I tell you what, and they did it quick too, just using only about a minute and a half off the clock. After Texas City had a very controlled 7-minute drive. We've got a 21-17 Hayes Consolidated lead right now. Again, with just over 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Everett Rawls and Kevin Boutte back deep for the Stings. They're both standing at their own 10-yard line. Adrian, I tell you what, a little confusion there.
Adrian took the ball. Looks like he stepped out of bounds at the 20.
You know, it looked like it, but we never heard a whistle. But then I guess they must have heard one down there because they finally stopped. So Texas City will take over at the 20-yard line. Dennis, they just kind of ran over us that time, didn't they?
Boy, they sure did, Ronnie. They came out and looked like ready for bear on that first drive. 5 plays, again, covering 70 yards. As you said, shaving a minute and a half off the clock. And it's Texas City ball, and we'll see if we can't go the other way.
Joe Grant and Ray Ramirez split to the far side. Adrian Daniels and Desmond Powell in the backfield. Irvis Hill
Get to Daniels, and he slips
down.
It's going to be called dead. Going to be called down.
Looks like
on the 20.
They're going to give him maybe 2 yards on the carry.
Oh, I think we've got. Yeah, they've got the mark of the knee.
Oh, okay. They're moving it back now. Yeah, he looked like he was going to give us a couple of yards, and I was going to thank him very much for it, but no gain.
Official timeout. Official timeout.
On the official timeout, Desmond Powell is going out of the game. And looks like it's probably that stinger that he's been facing all year long.
That's been a nagging injury.
Didn't realize how heavy the injury was. Talking to Dr. First before the game, Ronnie, he was saying that Desmond plays with pain the whole game. And that's his strong shoulder. That's one usually he leads to run with.
And block
with, which he does every single play.
So Ryan Mills is in the game to replace him. Ryan Mills and Adrian Daniels in the backfield. Now we've got a flag going down. There you hear it.
Before the snap, encroachment on the offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Encroachment called against Texas City. Tough break. That's going to put the ball at the 15-yard line. And before we ever run a play, we've had a lot of stuff go on.
It seems like we've done that almost every possession, Ronnie. We get the ball, and on that very first play, we're set back. It happened on the last drive, and still the drive was successful. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third period.
Second down.
Adrian Daniels with the ball. Joe Grant with a nice block. And he's going to pick up about 13 yards on the carry.
Nice run. Brings the ball out. Looks like they're going to spot it at about the 32. I believe we've got a replay. We'll see that again. Nice job by Adrian. There you see it. Joe Grant makes a nice block there to give him about 5 more yards after Joe's block. Brings up third down, 3 to go. The ball's at the 27-yard line.
You see your 4 wideouts. Spread Adrian Daniels with the ball and is going to be spotted very close to the first down.
You're right, Dennis. It's going to be close.
Action's still going on. Lots of pushing going on.
Referee says first down. He's pointing. Well, I'll tell you what, he did a good job there. You saw on the replay, getting that hand down, keeping his balance like we see him do so many times. Kept his balance just enough to pick up the first down. But I'll tell you what, the Sting offense, and in particular, in my opinion, the line, have just got Texas City out of a big hole.
They sure did.
Line doing a great job of pushing everybody forward. Again, with the extra wideouts, spreading the defense out.
Which puts extra pressure on the line, Ronnie. When you got the four wideouts, you've got.
And now we've got another flag just as Texas City lines up. Don't know what the call is, but we'll hear it here. Travis Lewis is arguing his case.
Illegal substitution on Texas City. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Illegal substitution. Coach Dowling is not excited about that.
To say the least. So we'll try it again.
And he is, again, not convinced that that's That's not a pleasing call, of course.
Adrian Daniels, a lone man in the backfield, as Irvis looks over the defense and takes it himself. This time he's only going to get about 2 yards on the keeper.
Irvis looks and sees there's no nose guard. A little bit of room in the middle, and it shuts down pretty quickly this time. I believe that Hayes Consolidated was going to be ready for that play. As last time Irvis ran that, picked up a good amount of yardage.
Gain of 2.
There you see the clock on the screen is, I don't think it's been right all night long. It says 1st and 12. It's not that at all. It's 3rd down.
But the
actually,
it's second down.
Second down.
Yard marker is showing 2nd down. Irvis looking for a hole. It's not going to go anywhere.
Following behind the pulling blocks of Carlos Romero and Hectoriano.
Number 52, Chad Motal, first one there for the Rebels. Going to bring up a 3rd and long for Texas City.
And that's the end of the 3rd period of play. We're entering into the final quarter, into the 4th period. We've got a score of Hayes Consolidated Rebels 21 and the Texas City Stingeries 17. We're going to take a commercial break. This is your Stings Sports Network.
Hoffman Lumber Company in Texas City, a locally owned and operated business, offers you the highest quality of building materials.
In this district, in this semifinal matchup, Class 4A, Division I, the winner here tonight goes on to play the winner of the Pampa Grapevine game for the Division I state championship. Right now, we've got 12 minutes of football left. Hayes is up 21-17. Texas City comes to the line with a 3rd down and 12 to go. The ball sitting at the 29-yard line, their own 29. Irvis takes the snap, drops back, looking for somebody, but he's flushed out of the pocket. He's gotten away. He's at the 30.
Nice block.
35 to 40.
Ray Ramirez with a sweet block on the field.
I tell you what.
No linen on the field, and Irvis is going to pick up a 21 yards.
First down, inside, Hayes Consolidated territory. Boy, I tell you what, Dennis, I knew. No, I didn't.
Come on.
I thought he was going down. I just knew he was down, and I don't know why I think.
Well, I tell you what,
quick as he is.
There was the closure in the backfield, the pressure. Irvis got away from that, and then again, when Irvis got past the first rush, closure in the defensive backfield, Ray Ramirez with an opening block to allow Irvis to slip on through for the first down. Actually, Ray's block was about 3 yards short of first down, which allowed Irvis to slip through there. 1st and 10 into Rebel territory.
Desmond's back in the ball game, and Adrian Daniels follows right behind him.
Picks up 3.
Desmond's getting up slow and holding that shoulder. But I tell you what, he's just not going to quit. He is really hurting. You can see him there on the far side of the huddle, just at the top of the huddle to the left, just really holding that arm. Joe Grant and Ray Ramirez come in. Danny Damian and Andy Casey go off. There you see Coach Dowling pacing the sideline, always thinking. 2nd down and 7.
Play clock down to 2. Play gets off. Pass to Jermaine Anderson at the far side. He has a first down and a pickup of about, looks like 13, 12 yards on the play.
Yeah, about 13.
Ball, Ronnie, across the field, almost tipped off by you got the number there.
Well, number 88 one that finally made the tackle, Jeff Pesic. But I tell you what, you're right.
The big tight end almost got a tip on that ball. And Jermaine might have got a tip on it. Jermaine does a nice job of
seeing the ball through hands.
That was a tough catch. And
Jermaine hurry out of the huddle.
Does a good job of putting it on down the field. 1st and 10 again for the Stings.
Ball's on the 34-yard line.
The give to Adrian Daniels.
Got a hole.
With a hole. And a first down.
Down at the 23-yard line. He's finally brought down there by Chad Motal, the linebacker. But not before the Stings have picked up another first. There you see the replay. Adrian comes up looking at that sideline.
I said first down. I was a little premature. We're going to have a measurement.
If they could see it from our angle, they wouldn't have to measure it.
I don't know why they don't just listen to us.
See there?
Well, I hate to say it, but I told you so.
By the length of a football. I knew these seats were good.
We maybe can get some of those fans to sit with us next week to block the wind.
10 minutes and 20 seconds and counting to go in the ball game. Hayes is up 21-17, but Texas City's on the move. First and 10, the ball's for 22. Irvis takes the snap. He gives a quick handoff to Desmond.
Desmond keeps his feet.
Did a good job of keeping his feet. He gets to about the 21-yard line. He's only going to pick up maybe a couple on the play. Andy Casey brings the play in. Danny Damian goes off to the sideline.
You heard at halftime, the quarterback club of Texas City is giving away an autographed football by the Texas City's playoff Stingery team.
Oh, hey, boy, that'd be a great prize.
Be a nice thing to have, wouldn't it?
Be worth millions one of these years after all these guys playing the pros. Irvis coming to the near side. Looking for some running room. He's still on his feet.
He's still on his feet. He's still on his feet.
To the side.
On his feet.
Finally brought down.
Oh, sweet run.
Finally brought down there by number 12, Coy Loud. And I believe we've got a replay that we'll look at. But I tell you what, he gained 50 yards on that run.
He was caught 3 times, Ronnie.
First and goal for the Stings. Ball's going to be, there we go. Here's a replay. Watch Irvis run.
Watch him go.
See Irvis. Come over here. Look at that.
I got you.
And still going. Well, I tell you what. Here we go. First and goal. The ball's at the 7-yard line. Desmond Powell, Adrian Daniels in the backfield.
Daniels.
He's dropped the ball. It's still on the ground. And number 75, that's D'Etcheberry, has recovered the fumble. So the Stings have lost a golden scoring opportunity.
I tell you what, the offense, the players out there, they're just shocked. And
this is a time right now when they've got to lift their heads up.
Exactly. Adrian, guys,
there's lots of time left.
Jermaine, Tyrone, some other guys lifting Adrian, telling him, come on, guy, we got to get back here and play some defense now.
That's right.
Shake it off and let's go.
Let's get the ball back. Shut these guys down and let's do it. Still 8 minutes and 56 seconds to go. There you see it on your bottom of your screen. The ball's at the 12-yard line as Hayes Consolidated takes over.
Justice gives to the big back.
Nice job by the Stings of shutting it down.
He picks up 2.
John Thomas, the first one there for the Stings. Finally brought down by Tyrone Jones. Gain of about 3 on the play. Will bring up second down and 7. Rebels are out of the line as Stings break their defensive huddle. Justice gives to the first man through. He's not going to get much room. He's hit immediately by Leroy Sherwood. He gets away from Sherwood.
Adrian Daniels makes up. He's hanging in there.
Yes, he is. We've got a Sting down. That's right. I don't know who that is. I believe that might be Leroy.
That's not Leroy.
Oh, you're right. That's Tyrone Jones. We're going to go to a commercial here where we've got an injured man on the field. This is your Stings Sports Network.
The quick pass is good for the first down.
He's immediately brought down by Ray Ramirez, but not before the Rebels have picked up a first down.
A big first down for the Rebels. Pulls them out of the field position, gets them past the 20-yard line. Ball will be placed on about the 24-yard line. And a nice quick pass by Brandon Justice. And quick response again by Ray Ramirez.
Sting defense looks a little confused here, but did a good job of getting ready. I believe that's Everett Rawls, the first one there to make the stop. They got a gain of maybe 3 on the play. Got a little help from Ryan Mills on that one.
Ronnie, the drive by the Stings. Stings took the ball and shaved off actually about six minutes of the clock. And now we're down to 7 minutes left, 7:17 left.
Timeout. Hayes Consolidated.
7:17 left in the fourth period. We're going to take a commercial break. Fourth period, Hayes Consolidated leading 21-17 over the Texas City Stingarees. And Texas City with a back-breaking, the official says back-breaking. I don't think it's going to be back-breaking because you've seen your Stings respond all year long. And
that's exactly right.
That's exactly right. Second down and 7 yards for the Rebels. Justice keeps the ball
on the ground. Oh,
able to pick it back up. Oh my goodness.
Nice job by Everett Rawls. He wrapped him up. Did not give him a chance. I think he wanted to pitch the ball.
I think he was trying to pitch to the motion man. Here it comes.
Justice did a good job of just reaching out and grabbing that ball because there was 2 Texas City Stingarees converging. There you see the replay. Everett grabs him up. Oh my
goodness.
Jermaine Anderson and Marco Vasquez right there. Referees are stopping the clock again. We'll see what for.
Looking at a third down. 3rd and 7. Oh no, he lost a couple yards. I'm sorry. 3rd and 10 actually.
That's right. 3rd and 10. Big play here for the Sting defense.
The give.
Got a reverse going. He's got a corner. Oh, I tell you what.
Nice play.
That's Tyrone Jones. Tyrone's back in the ball game. That hand tripped him up and saved.
Oh, Joe Grant. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be 2 yards shy of the first down. Going to bring up 4th down. Ball sitting at the 32-yard line. And I believe we're going to see the field goal. I
wish they would try a field goal from there.
DeAndre Long going back to receive the punt. He's going to be standing at about his own 38-yard line. Again, it's 4th, and the scoreboard calls it 4th and 1.
And you never rest easy with the Hayes. I'm telling you, they got all kinds of tricks.
Rodney Guerrero.
And got a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be delay a game.
That's what it is. That helps.
That helps.
In case they wanted to do a fake on here. Now they've got a 4th and 6.
Dead ball. Delay. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
There you heard it. We've got 5 minutes and 48 seconds to play in this game, and the clock's running. DeAndre Long stepped up a yard or two, and he's standing at his own 40-yard line.
Sure could use a shank here, Ronnie.
That worked for me. Rodney Guerrero. Oh, nice snap.
He's going to be a fake.
It's a fake. He's looking for somebody to throw it to, and
has a wide open receiver. Hey, Texas City gets a break.
What a break.
My goodness.
What a break.
Hell of a deal. Quincy Williams with a hit on the receiver, and the ball pops loose, and there's no decision. Looks like they're fighting over the ball.
Grosbrock
already been decided.
Grosbrock for the Rebels made a catch.
What a deal, Ronnie. What a turnaround.
A big hit. We're gonna get a chance to see that again. Oh, I'll tell you what. Here we go. Here's the replay.
Catches the ball.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Oh my goodness.
Texas City's got the ball at the Rebel 44-yard line.
Up and down, Ronnie. A successful attempt to gain a first down.
Off the first down. That's right.
Definitely.
Texas City's got the ball.
New break for Texas City with 5 minutes and 6 seconds left. Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
The give to Daniels. Daniels looking for some room. Out to the side.
40-yard line.
Picks up about 3. The clock remains in motion.
And that's fine with us.
Yes, sir.
They're going to spot it at 41, looks like, between the 40 and the 41.
Texas City offensive task is to hold on to the ball and continue to grind the clock, continue to grind the ball, and put it on in the end zone.
You know, we've got the win at our backs, but a field goal won't do it this time. We've got to have 6.
That's right.
Got to go in the end zone. Plenty of time to do that. Desmond Powell, the lone back, he split to the left side of the line. Irvis is going to keep looking for some running room. He's going nowhere. He's brought down by number 65, Ryan Martinez, behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of probably 3 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 9.
Marco Vasquez out there on the left side of the field doing battle with Cliff Henderson. Little extracurricular activities out there.
3rd and 9, big third down play
Big
for
third
Texas
down.
City. The ball's at the 43-yard line of the Rebels. Ray Ramirez splits the near side. Joe Grant to the far side. Irvis is going to come around here and look for somebody. There goes the pass back to the far side.
Illegal receiver.
Yeah.
May as well go ahead and pick up the first down. The ball was tipped, but the flag is down.
I don't know why there is a flag. It looked like that ball was tipped.
We've talked about Mario Carpenter catching the touchdown pass.
We're going to see what the flag is, but I tell you what, the ball looked like it was tipped to me. That's what they're going to call an eligible receiver.
Illegal touch. Number 76 offense caught the ball. That's also a loss of down. Fourth down.
There you heard it. That's the tough part of that, too, is a loss of down.
That makes that a big, big play.
Tell you what, I sure thought that the ball was tipped, but I guess it wasn't.
It looked like it was tipped.
Lopez is on the punt. There's nobody back deep for it. Well, now we got one coming back, but he's not. They're expecting the fake here. Needless to say, with 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go, down number 34, Josh Beltry, coming back up. Lopez is going to kick away. A nice kick. As Texas City's going to down the ball. No, it was touched at the 4-yard line, goes into the end zone. Yep. Just couldn't hang on. Nice try.
These Consolidated look like they're relieved, Ronnie, and I don't think they've seen Texas City play before if they're relieved.
That's right.
Because the Stings don't give up.
Brian Abschneider had a chance there, just couldn't quite. His forward momentum just couldn't quite get it stopped. 3 minutes and 41 seconds. There you see it on the screen. Hayes Consolidated up 21-17. The Sting defense is going to be called on once again to make a big stop here. 1st and 10. The ball's at the 20. Justice still got the ball. Jermaine Anderson, Marco Vasquez, and Everett Cross there to make the stop, but not before a gain of about 8 on the play. Maybe 9. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining as we're nearing 3 minutes to go in the ball game.
Second down and 1 for the Rebels. 1 back. The give goes to that 42, Cornick.
Immediately, I believe he's going to have the first down. John Thomas. Right, first one there to make the stop. Referees are going to stop the clock. Yep, they call it first down, so we'll stop the clock to move the chains. First and 10 for the Rebels. Ball's on their own 31-yard line. They've got a 4-point lead with 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Wishbone offense. The give to the number 32.
That's Blocko Wilford.
Blocko. He picks up 6.
Ran into a wall and just took a left turn and found about 6 yards of running room, maybe 5 yards, we'll call it. Be a second down and 5. You see the clock. We're now at 2 minutes to go.
Justice with the keeper.
Going to keep it, and he's going to pick up a first down.
Tripped up by Everett Rawls. Joe Grant with the finishing touch. 1:46 left in this fourth quarter. And the Stings, at this point, have to put their heads up and get ready for another break, Ronnie.
That's right. And they will come.
Oh, nice hit.
John Thomas.
Down
Big
the
hit.
ball carrier.
Texas City's going to have to call a timeout, get the clock stopped, and they do with 1:13. 1:13 to go in the ball game.
Timeout, Texas City. Second timeout, second half.
There you have it. We're going to take a timeout with them. On the Stingery, or on their own 39-yard line. Texas City has one timeout remaining.
And Ronnie, that was a big play, John Thomas.
Very big.
Coming in there to hit Blanco, knocking for a 2-yard loss. Gives Texas City, actually gives Hayes a little further to go for this first down. And clock won't start until the ball is snapped. So Texas City has an opportunity for another possession if they can make a good comeback here.
Ryan Mills hits Justice. He's still not down, though. And he is going to go down now. Going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Texas City looking for a timeout
Texas
here.
City does call their last timeout.
Timeout, Texas City.
We're going to take a timeout with them. This is your Stings Sports Network.
Cellular One, the one telecommunications company for your cellular service. Cellular One, a company started in Galveston County as the largest home service area in the state of Texas. Whether you need a cellular phone for security, your business, or just convenience, Cellular One should be your company of choice. Cellular One's slogan says it all. Clearly the best. Give us a call.
We're back at Kyle Field here in College Station, Texas. Clock with 1 minute and 2 seconds left on it. Texas City with a 4-point deficit, and Hayes Consolidated with the ball. Third down and 11 yards for the Rebels. And Texas City is looking to get the ball back with very few seconds left on the clock.
That's right.
That's the attempt.
Right. Texas City has no timeouts left. They need to stop this 3rd down, force a punt, and again, won't have a lot of time to work with.
Work some magic.
Hey, it only takes 1 second to snap the ball.
That's right.
So anything can happen, folks. This is Texas high school football and Stingery football.
Justice with the fake.
Still got the ball, and he's got a wide open
completion to number 85 on the far sideline.
first down.
With the first down.
Finally brings him down at the 37-yard line. But that's just about going to do it. 53 seconds left on the clock. They'll have to snap it a couple of times.
With that completion, folks, barring a big mistake by Hayes Consolidated, looks like they're probably going to take a knee, Ronnie. Clock's at 45 and running.
I would imagine Texas City can do nothing about the clock. That's all they needed was the first down. Tell you what, we've seen a very, very good football team on both sides of the ball.
Sure have.
There's
sure have.
And they won't even have to run another play.
Won't have to run another play. Ronnie, I tell you, what a way to end the season with in a game like this. What a matchup tonight. Texas City will, you hate to even say it, but Texas City will fall short tonight of their goal tonight is to beat Hayes Consolidated. Texas City will go down 17-21.
There you see Coach Dowling. This game's in the record books. Folks, we're going to take a break here from Kyle Field, and we'll come back with a wrap-up. Your final score from Kyle Field: Hayes Consolidated Rebels 21, the Texas City Stingeries 17. This is your Stings Sports Network. incredible season for the Texas City Stingeries. Dennis just fell a little bit short tonight.
I tell you, Ronnie, one tiny little thought about, I hated for this moment to come to be able to have to say that it end this way. But I tell you what, credit to those fellows on the field, coaches, teams, Stings. I tell you what, they have got tons of heart and have played their hearts out tonight. What a game. And what a ride that this Texas City football team and staff has given to the city of Texas City.
That's right. You just saw on your screen Coach Dowling, and you know he's got to be disappointed. I mean, he's extremely disappointed. There's a lot of kids on the ground out there just taking it tough. But, hey, they have played their hearts out this year, and I can guarantee you, I look across the stands over there, and there's not a Texas City Stingery fan that's left this place yet. They're still standing and cheering, and they know that their Texas City Stingery football team is very good. And the fun thing about it, hey, it's tough right now, but they'll be back next year. Most of the guys will be back.
We've got a young team, Ronnie, I'll tell you, and we'll be here next year, right in this place. I guarantee you, playing for the same situation. And one thing for sure, these guys have fought hard all year. They have come back, and they have had heart, and they have just had an incredible season. Very few individuals in high school have an opportunity to play in a state semifinal match. And these kids can say that they did. These kids can say that they played hard and they fought hard.
They can. I'll tell you what, I don't, I'm kind of running out of things to say as far as how good these guys have been. They've been a good group of kids. I mean, the thing about that I've always been so impressed about these guys is that they not only have they been so good on the field, but they're just as good at kids, gentlemen off the field.
They sure are. They sure are. I tell you, looking through the crowd, you saw Desmond Powell, see Robbie D. You see all these guys that have had an excellent year. You know, every game, Ronnie, there's been a different hero, and there's been a different Stingery to step up and make it. And it's just been an excellent season. We give credit to all the coaching staff and the Stings themselves. It's been a fun, Ronnie. Have you enjoyed it?
Hey, it really has. I want to tell you what, a lot of work has been put in to bring these broadcasts to you, and I just want to personally thank Instant Replay Video for the great job. Richard Plesser, Ken Rose, their wives, Yvette Presley and Carolyn Rose down on the field with the camera. Jimmy Bird, Bill Bailey back in the booth that never got to really see very many of the ball games, but they did all the technical stuff that made it work. Thank you, folks, for putting up with Dennis and I this year. We've had a lot of fun. And again, I want to thank all the sponsors for putting this stuff on. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a great season, and we'll see you next year, maybe from Memorial Stadium. Folks, it's been fun. This is your Stings Sports Network.